Welcome back to some Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Dear Darling, and shall we see what's going on our island of Fawnhollow today? Maybe, if the A button will work, there we go. Well, we can already see one thing is that Kix is visiting today. I suppose we'll see if he's got anything interesting worth selling, or worth buying for us, I guess. It's not like we're really selling his merchandise, that doesn't really make much sense, does it? I suppose Fuchsia has probably moved in properly now, so we can actually speak with her. Well, I mean, we could speak with her before, but she won't just be talking about unpacking, hopefully. But anyway, hello there, everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 4:27 PM on Tuesday, June 23rd, 2020. Now for today's announcements. Today we have a visitor staying at the campsite. I hope the entire island joins me in giving our guests a warm welcome. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. My microphone just completely fell over. That was very weird, but anyway. We have a visitor in our campsite. That's lovely. Seeing as we're missing both a smug and lazy villager now, there's a higher chance that's one of those two. Dear patron of the arts, behold, my piece inspired by the flea is at last finished. I worked tirelessly to capture its likeness for you, and I hope you enjoy it. May it bring bugs even further into your heart. I can't wait to see what this looks like. Something from Roscoe. Hello. Hello, Chief. Came across this rarity somewhere. I figured I'd treat you to a gift you weren't expecting. It's well past time. I thank you for all you do. I won't hear you say you won't take this, or let me know what you think. Later, Gator. Roscoe. Love the summer themed letters that everyone's got. Random fruits all over in here. Flea model. A garden gnome. Look at that. I think we already have one by the campsite. Why don't we put another one down then? Thank you, Roscoe. A flea model. I'm very curious what this looks like. Oh, it's huge. Oh my word. Well, if you don't like fleas, I'm sorry for that imagery. If you do like fleas, then you're welcome, I think. I'm not really sure what to think about. Why don't we see who's in our campsite today? So as I said, we're missing both a lucky and a smug villager. Not lucky, excuse me, that's wrong. A lazy and a smug villager, so they have a high percentage chance of spawning in our campsite. Who are we gonna guess? I'm gonna guess it's Filbert. Lazy blue squirrel. And we'll find out it is... I have no idea who you are. I'm on a camping trip trying to meet good food. What's the island speciality? Fruits? Fish? Shellfish? Fish fruit? Fruit shells? Those all sound good. I'll take one of each, Snork. Well, I'm not a restaurant, so I guess you'll have to go harvest them yourself, unfortunately. Crackle. Crackle's a very interesting name for a pig. Is that meant to be like... What was that named after? Like pork cracklings? Is that a thing? Did I just make it up? Like pork scratchings? Oh, I think I'm thinking of pork scratchings. We have a random orange cosmos here. I'm just going to move on quickly from that conversation because I have no idea what I'm talking about. Pork jerky. Is that a thing? No, it's beef. I know beef jerky's a thing. Hello, Roscoe. It seriously looks like a skirt every time, but it's not. It's just a shirt tied around his waist. And plus, if he wants to wear a skirt, he can wear a skirt if he wants to. Roscoe's a confident individual, you know. Let me adjust my mic angle a little bit. That should be good. What are we going to talk about today? I don't know. What's big in the gaming sphere recently? I suppose Last of Us 2. That came out 4 days ago, maybe? I mean, if you haven't heard about Last of Us 2, and if you're playing it and you're enjoying it, fair enough. I would say it seems to be quite divisive within the community at the moment. But the general consensus I understand from it is it's a okay game. Decent enough game. Just, perhaps not what everyone was expecting after such a breakout hit that The Last of Us 1 was. Which, you know, it's a shame in some aspects, but it looks very pretty at least. I just hear the story and pacing is a little bit sluggish, to say the least. And perhaps not the best. I don't know, your mileage may vary. How many fruits are we holding? We're holding 6 fruits. We need to get 2 more, of course. Oh, an orange hyacinth. Where did you come from? Honestly, too many, not fruits, too many flowers. Just too many. Get rid of them. What are we going to do with all these flowers? We've got nowhere to put them. I guess we could put them in front of Nook's Cranny. What could we do today? Because I'm playing a bit later than usual. It's after 4 o'clock. Oh, hello, Flo. So I can't go looking for a giant snake mouth. Giant snake mouth? That's not right. The giant snake head. Snake mouth, of course, being with bug fables. Team Bug Fables. Which I'm thoroughly enjoying, by the way. Let's have you know that yesterday I recorded the Cave of Trials videos, which I absolutely demolished because I'm far too over-leveled and min-maxed for it. So it was a lot easier than I expected. I don't know when that will come about. I'll probably be posted... Is it next week or is it this Thursday? I don't know, I can't remember any time that things are posted anymore. I have a big backlog, about a week in advance. Of course, Animal Crossing I can't create a backlog for. I gotta record it live on the day, every day. Sorry, Flo, it's gonna stop being interested in that for a second so we can give you something. You don't want that anyway. Because you'll never buy it, unfortunately. I feel like you should buy it though, Flo, if you want it. Although, isn't there that theory that the villages in your town are always like dirt poor or something? And here we are being our multi-billionaire, sorry. Without a care in the world. I should actually also buy that diamond ring at some point because those wedding rings, I believe, are also lucky items in Animal Crossing. And I nearly got all the lucky items. Anyway, what I was saying is I can put these orange flowers, get rid of this red hyacinth because it's not orange. Following this path, like over here. You know, something like this. Line the beach. Lining this path like this. Perfect. Hello Roscoe. Why don't we have a chat to Axel and Sylvana who were over here earlier. Axel's just grooving. Sorry to interrupt, but here I have some fruity tooties for you. Yeah, Last of Us. It's a game I'm interested in playing. It's Sony exclusive, isn't it? So it's only on my PlayStation. Last of Us was on PlayStation 3 and 4, right? Sounds about right. And then Last of Us 2 is on PlayStation 4 and presumably it'll be on PlayStation 5 as well when it comes out. Which we've had a reveal for pretty recently. It looks like a futuristic spaceship, doesn't it? Well, in my perspective. If that's the sort of styling that you like, then, you know, you do you. Have I talked about this before? I might have talked about this before in a recent episode. I can't remember. Or maybe I was talking to my friends about it. It's hard to remember, but the episodes blur together. I don't know what I talk about every single time. It's just as soon as I'm done recording it and I start uploading it, I just put the title in provisionally from the last conversation I remember talking about. Seriously, that glowing spot can only spawn in this location. How does it only spawn here? You got the whole other island to spawn in. 1,000 bells, 1,000 bells. Get creative with it, you know, sometimes. Oh yeah, I put some blue pansies over here to start the lining up this way. I suppose I'm doing the blue flowers a bit differently, but I'm actually organising by their flower type rather than randomly just putting them down whenever I get one. Oh, excuse me, my stomach. Let's say hello to Diana. What am I going to do later today? I'm going to record some Hollow Knight. I haven't played that for quite a while now, so I'm a little bit behind. Oh, hello. Diana, Rowan's here. It seems I'm quite popular today, and Rowan came to pay me a visit too, no doy. Oh, we need to get more fruit. I forgot. I also feel like I interrupted you two in what seems to be a very personal situation right now. I'm sorry, I sort of crashed the party. I'm a bit of a third wheel right now. Not great at this timing thing. I don't know. Are you two gonna walk out a little bit so I can talk to Rowan, or is that just gonna how it's gonna be? Should I leave? Am I? I'm just gonna leave. I'll see you two later. I feel like I'm ruining the vibe there. They got something going on, you know. I very much intruded on my private time. Also, I never really thought about it. Diana just sleeps like what the heck was that noise? I don't know. On a towel on the floor. That seems very uncomfortable. I can't imagine you get a good night's sleep like that, you know. Let's sort out this inventory a little bit. Only a little bit. I don't know why I didn't plant this orange pansy when I could have, but, you know, the mind works in mysterious ways. As we walk along, do we have any pink flowers? We don't have any pink flowers. Got any new roses? No new roses. We've got a purple rose over here from hybrids though, so at least we do know these are proper hybrids. Because I do not believe 2 red roses can regularly form a purple rose. I'll produce a purple. Was that an orange rose back there? I swore I... Oh, no, there's a random pink rose here, though. All these random flowers just hiding behind all these trees. Missed out entirely. We have too many purple roses. What are we going to do with all these purple roses? I can't also dig this one up. Apparently my accuracy is completely shot. Makes things rather difficult. I'm interested in trying Last of Us. I kind of want to play the first one. I don't know if I'll play the second though. Well, obviously I need to get an actual PlayStation first to play it, which is not in my purview right now, shall we say. Maybe at some point in the future. I just never have really been much of a Sony fan, I suppose. Not because I dislike the games, more like, and wasn't brought up with it. I was brought up with Nintendo, so that's just what ended up being my preferred... Oh, there's Fuchsia. My preferred company in game style. Anyway, hello Fuchsia. Oh, hey Precious, what brings you here? What's the latest? So, this one has got a ton of foods I've never heard of. I'm trying to come up with meals for them for as many as I can. I can't read apparently. What's new, Precious? I don't believe it. Did you put a green leaf pile here? I love it. It's so Fawnhollow. You've only been here for a day. How do you know? Apparently you're very well acquainted with everything that goes on in Fawnhollow. Even I'm not that well acquainted, to be honest. And I made it. Do we have enough space in our inventory? Oh, running out of space. So we can't see what not Fawnhollow's, what Fuchsia's decorations are going to be like today. Oh, this is a lot of flowers. I guess we can start planting purple ones over here. Because I am running out of space over there. We'll leave that part for red flowers from Fuchsia's house, I think. Got a lot of pinks and blacks to dig up and put somewhere else. Yeah, Last of Us is one of those timeless video games, which is probably why so many people are upset over Last of Us 2, right? Last of Us instantly became one of those, classics. One of those games which, you know, go down in history for being just that good. But then, I guess when Last of Us 2 came out, and it was a little bit, you know, didn't hit on all fronts. People sort of go like, I expected more, you know? How can you mess it up? We didn't even have any purples to plant. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm losing my mind. Oh, hello Vivian. What are you thinking about? Sweetheart, I've been hearing folks around the island call you Motor. I must say, I think it's just darling. I'm going to start calling you that too. That is, if you don't mind. Go right ahead. Wonderful, sweetheart. Perfect. Now then, you have a lovely day, Motor. Motor's a bit of a peculiar one, isn't it? Sorry, I know you want to have a look at that black lily right there, but we've got some fruits to give you. A cherry. Cherries. A noble zapsu. Interesting. Let's go figure out some more places to put these flowers down. I suppose we could put an orange rose here. Got a lot of pink flowers. Some purple tulips to move. Sorry, I don't know why my stomach's making all these ridiculous noises right now. I have to keep muting myself. Unless you want to hear it, in which case, why? But up to you, I suppose. I don't particularly want you to hear it. How did we get a purple tulip there? And why is there no space for a red tulip over here? For a pink tulip to grow over here? What am I doing? I'm not keeping good tracks on the flowers. Alright, let's put an orange rose over here. Dig up this black tulip, that purple tulip over there. too much space. Or I should say, not enough space, not too much space. That doesn't really... wasn't really what I was going for. I suppose we can start planting these black tulips over here. We want one space downwards, one space there, so we can't have another one here. Hello, Sylvana. Oh, we already gave you something. There's a bug office Saturday. Are you going to try to catch some bugs too, Somersault? I'm so excited that I picked up a bunch of new bug field guides to study ahead of a big event. Fortunately, you won't really need them, Sylvana. You just kind of got to go catch them, to be honest. Anyway, what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by my stomach. Do you think you'd do well in a zombie apocalypse? Would you survive well in a zombie apocalypse? I had this conversation with some of my friends, and I'm pretty sure I would be not very good, not very useful in a zombie apocalypse. I feel like most of my strengths come with, like, certain mental abilities, I should say, rather than my physical attributes. I'm not particularly sporty or fit or strong or anything. My endurance is not very good. I'm a decently fast sprinter, that's about it. But all my other like physical attributes, not particularly great. I like to think I'm at least somewhat smart, but I'm not like practically smart, like handy. Like I wouldn't say no idea, but I don't have much idea of how to, like, you know, wire up something if we were in a zombie apocalypse situation. You know, how to MacGyver something. I'll learn how to make this. Thank you, Audie. So whatever smarts I have probably aren't particularly relevant. I like to think I could keep motivation high though, or morale high maybe in an apocalypse. I'm not too much of a downer. I'm rather calm in stressful situations, perhaps. Well, I like to think, I don't know. I suppose it's all hard to say because you kind of need the situation yourself to really push you to a limit to understand who you are. It's in those extreme circumstances where you truly find out who you are as a person, as you're tested. Something like that. Why don't we plant some pansies over here? Ah, that's a bud. We can't plant that there. I thought for some reason it was an actual flower. Anything over here? Nothing over here. We don't even need any of the pearfish anyway. Got some orange flowers here. Guess we should not repurpose them. Plant them elsewhere. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Or any sort of apocalyptic situation. My lack of practical skills is probably what holds me back the most, I think. I don't have much practical know-how. Well, I don't believe I do, at least. I don't know. Maybe when push comes to shove, you can really figure out a lot of things in the apocalypse. I'm probably not ruthless enough to be in an apocalypse either. I feel like you had to be somewhat cutthroat to survive in an apocalypse. You know, you sort of have to go in with a mentality of it is actually you against the world in some aspects. Like, of course, you can team up and have a community of survivors and stuff, but you still gotta, at the end of the day, make hard decisions at some points, and if you want to be the one to survive, you gotta put yourself first in those tough decisions. Which, I'm not sure I have that confidence to pull that off, I suppose. Is that a summer shell there? That is a summer shell there. Hello, Sylvana. Who have we not given a present to? Who have we not seen? I don't know who we haven't seen, to be honest. Oh, Rowan. Well, I mean, we've seen Rowan, but we just couldn't give him some. Oh, and Lily. We haven't seen Lily. Was she in her home? I don't even remember. We're missing one fossil somewhere. Oh, there it is. Hidden almost perfectly behind that tree stump. We can see if we can get another new... We have another shot at completing our museum. Oh, our fossil museum today. It seems like a very inconvenient place to sit down, Roscoe, but, you know, I'm not judging. Entirely. I think we'll go plant these pink flowers down, then we'll have a chat to Blathers. See if we can identify anything new. We got a lot of pink flowers to put down. No hyacinths, right? No hyacinths. Much more convenient to not have to consider where to plant or not plant hyacinths, I suppose, as to not ruin the situation. Is there only one space here? There's only one space here, so we can't plant anything that side. Plant something over here. Seems pretty good. Let's go have a chat with Blathers and get some fossils identified. What am I doing? Apparently I've forgotten how to use a joystick, so there we go. Oh, I see a pink cosmos up there. Let's see if I remember it on the way out. Yeah, zombie apocalypse. I mean, what's your strat? What would you do right now if a zombie apocalypse suddenly hit? I suppose zombie apocalypse happens different ways. You can have like an instant one where suddenly a load of people turn into zombies, but I think the most common way it's depicted is like a viral infection spreading. Sorry, too soon, I know, but... Well, I guess that in this current time is maybe decent enough practice. I mean, I know it's not quite the same as zombies, and I like to think the people who are currently not acting within protocol, I suppose, during this situation would probably wake up a little bit if there was an actual zombie apocalypse. But, you know, after seeing the situation we're in right now, sometimes around the world, I'm not entirely convinced. Anyway, a zombie apocalypse? What would I even use as a weapon? I don't have a weapon in my room. I have some scissors. That's not a particularly effective weapon, is it? What am I going to do with some scissors? Stab a zombie in a hand? Not very effective. I suppose you can make some sort of shiv out of it, but... I don't know. I guess you could break it in half and you can have two shivs. But not very sharp scissors, though. Let's plant it here. I don't want too many of the same flowers next to each other, lest they reproduce when it rains. Let's put some stuff away then, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just looking around my room. I don't really have a weapon. I've got a load of clothes in my room, that's about it, and a load of random accessory stuff, but nothing that I think would really work as a weapon, apart from the scissors. Which, you know, I guess when push comes to shove, you don't really have many options, but I feel like maybe I should get some sort of, you know, like a baseball bat or something, hockey stick, tennis racket, at worst. I just actually have nothing. Well, luckily for us, I don't think a zombie apocalypse is happening anytime soon. We've got a lot of time. Should we make another path maybe? Maybe down to the airport? We need to chop this one down, I think. I haven't used an axe for ages. I think we need to chop this tree down. And get it out of the way if we're going to build a pathing from the airport. The distinctive problem with our airport and our town hall location is that they're off-centre, you know? Like, the centre of the town hall is here, but the airport centre is here. Terrible, I know. But it's okay, we can work with it. Let's have it go up like this. Left here? Left here, maybe? I'm trying to think where would be a good place to have a left turn. Probably here. Wait, I don't know if I was muted for that last bit or whatever. I keep alternating whenever I'm muted or not, just to hopefully block out some of these annoying sounds I'm making with my stomach. Maybe up one, maybe here. Nah, let's do it here. Because then we can extend it out to Flo's house, should we really want to. Might need to sell all these flowers. Wait, is this 2 wide or 3 wide? I can't tell. It looks like 2 wide. So that's okay. How much space have we got? Tons of space for flowers. Still haven't got Benedict to pick up these recipes yet. Probably should just sell them, to be honest. He doesn't need them. What's he gonna do with them? Pick them up and then never use them anyway? Nah, I wouldn't do that. You never know, you never know. So let's move all these recipes out of the way. Not all of them, just these two, right? Maybe these two as well? Did I decide here or here? I think I set up one. I don't actually remember. Anyway. Let's get the island designer app open. This one should be rather quick, you know. I mean, after all, it's a pretty short path. And to be honest, we don't have many paths left after we do this one, I think. In fact, we might not have any paths left. That can't be right. Surely there's some paths we haven't done. I'd imagine, at least. Being a bit more sparse with the large rocks, because I feel like I always overdo them in the other paths. Which can make it feel a bit too claustrophobic, in my opinion. Does that seem good? That seems good to me. Let's get the other ones out here then. Replace that with that. Put this one here. How about a little bit of there? How about that? What do you think of this axle? You like it? Doesn't seem to like it, he just walked away. So yes, it is a little bit annoying that the path will have to be a little bit, not straight, just a weird-ish squiggly shape. At least it's not like only one off. It's actually a whole two off. So it could be worse. Well, I suppose depending on your definition of worse, I think having it be two off would make it look terrible. What's the other corner? This is the other corner piece. I think we do actually want the other diagonals in, looking at it. The diagonals in here because this is such a short one. We do want to have that sort of diagonal effect going on. Something like that? That looks pretty good to me. So I guess the big question is, what paths have we not done? I think we've got paths everywhere now. To be perfectly honest. In which case, that's fantastic work. We've connected up all of Fawnhollow. Look at all this. Have a mini tour, you know. Lily is in her house though, so we'll have a chat with her. I guess we haven't done the one just to the right of Lily's house, but that's pretty quick anyway, so I'm not too worried. Hello, Lily. You sure do like just wearing a vest a lot of the time, don't you? I suppose it is rather hot right now. Isn't your skin going to dry out though? I don't really know how frog skins work, to be honest. Wooden frame glasses. Ooh. We'll take our leave. I suppose we'll do this one path then. That's over here by Lily's house, if there's even space. Not a lot of space, I'm going to give you that. In fact, I'm not even sure how we're going to do this. I think we have to make it an immediate diagonal, right? No, we can't use that one. Surely we've got to use, like, this one. This one at least gives the impression of it being diagonal. And then we'll put one of these here. Oh, we actually have to move those, but the thing is we don't have enough space in our inventory. So let's just plant some of these flowers down. No space, really? Is that signpost that big? Apparently so. I had no idea. Alright, let's dig up this one and then see what it looks like when we put a diagonal piece here. So let's put in this corner piece. That looks too thin. That looks a bit bizarre, but I don't think there's anything I can really do. This part is so short. Yeah, unless I can put one here as well. In which case we need one more inventory space, I think. Let's plump this down here. What's that noise? And then if we move this one, I think we can have a decent diagonal path. It might look a bit funky, to be honest. Like, if we put this here, will this look okay? No, this was way too thin. Maybe we put the diagonal path here then. Like this thing here. And then if we put the other diagonal path back in, might look okay. Or we just put a big one down, I don't know. What if we just keep it small like this? I think that looks okay. I think we can work with that. Let's work with that, you know. Well, it's been about 30 minutes already. I suppose we'll wrap it up there then. And with that, I think we've actually... Now we've connected everything up. I guess we haven't connected up the campsite yet. We can do that some other time, but we connected most of the main things up. But if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated, and I hope we can see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.